We're going to talk about Encased Basketball. Just came out today. It seemed like we had a long period of time between NBA releases, right? I mean, it seemed like it was, a month. Isn't that long in terms of real life?
That's why I always say hallelujah when a new product comes out. I'm like, bro,
right?
It's been a minute, man.
Let's go into the background of Encased before we talk about this year's Encased.
Okay.
And tell us a little bit more. Tell people like they haven't ever heard about this product. What is Encased Basketball?
Well, you get one BGS graded slab hit per box. I believe they started this line in football first back in 2016, I want to say.
16, yep.
So you get one graded hit, and it has no subgrades. So, Panini goes with the cheaper route trying to get these graded hits to you guys. And that's how it's always been, too, with football. And then you also get one other auto and 2 memorabilia per box.
Yep.
And that configuration has been pretty much the same since they introduced it in basketball, which was 17-18 for the first season.
What are your thoughts on having and this could be asked to the guys in the chat as well. What are your thoughts about having cards that are pre-graded in your box? What do you think? For me, I think it's a cool concept, and it's obviously very popular with collectors because they like, for some people who don't send out a lot of cards for grading all the time, which, this hobby is slowly, like, everybody's starting to understand, like, you probably should get your more high dollar cards graded. There's a lot of people that don't do it. So, like, being able to get a card out of the box that's graded, I think that's what's resonating with people because, like I said, there's still a lot of collectors that don't do that, but they like to have it's kind of nice for them to have a product where they could just open it up and already have possibly get a nice graded card. Yeah, and we're showing the first off the line version, which has a little bit different stuff with some guaranteed numbered cards, but the hobby version is the same exact format. You're getting one graded card, 3 hits in the pack with 1 additional base card. So you're doing a case break. It's 32 cards. We opened up 2 cases this morning. Dan, what was your thoughts on Encased?
First 2 cases, night and day. First case was Second case was solid. Second case was great.
Who'd you guys put out the second case?
Zion.
To 10.
Zeke.
Yeah.
But you were saying that they don't have the subgrades on it. We did pull a 10, and a 10 had subgrades.
Oh, interesting.
But the first case, not one gold label.
Yeah,
everything was 9, or there was even an 8.
That's the dreaded case.
There was an 8 thrown in the mix. The thing I do love about it is that Panini gets it. They understand what people want in a slab, and they want BGS.
Oh, here we go.
And that's what I appreciate. And they just go the extra mile for the collectors. So props to Panini.
That has nothing to do with the fact that both companies are in Texas.
I don't know why you're
like
screaming.
that,
I'm being calm over here. You don't have to get aggro.
I'm just saying that
on
they
that
can
note,
walk it over there.
On that note, go watch our guys. Go check out our BGS versus PSA video on our Mojobreak media channel. It's hilarious. You guys won't be disappointed. It was fun doing that. It's the little skit video.
Yeah, it's almost up to 6,000 views now too. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think if PSA was in the state of Texas,
you can't take my thunder though.
If PSA was in the state of Texas, I think they would have been PSA slab. But Beckett is, Beckett.
They're part of the family.
Panini, they're
part
together.
of the family.
They're together.
Part of the family. I love it, and you hold on to it, and you look at it, and it feels like something, and you feel real proud, real proud.
You don't feel proud with the PSA, I guess, is what you're trying to say.
No, I don't.
You feel real proud when you look at your bank account after you sell one of the PSA slabs. But
yeah, I'm not about the money. I'm about the look and the feel and the just overall prestige.
And here's some other images here that you could see: the John Morant patch auto, making the grade auto, and the slabbed Steph Curry. I did pull one slabbed earlier today. It wasn't a Steph Curry, but I was like, I hope those are all slabbed.
Are those slabbed?
Well, the one I pulled was, of course. But yeah, I would assume they would have to be slabbed if it says slabbed as a subset. I thought that was
kind of worried, bro.
Yeah, I was like, the slab subset is they better be all graded. So
don't worry. They put a product design in here that it may be the worst in a long time.
But the slabbed obviously is like, how long was that board meeting there? They're like, we need another subset. We need another name. What do the cards put in? Slab. Meeting adjourned. It was going to be an 8-hour meeting, but it was 10 seconds, and then it went on the card.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of stating the obvious. The card design looks cool. Slabbed, I don't know if I'm a big fan. But this one, the next. So this is a card that isn't graded, but it looks like it's graded. So you've got, and when I saw the preview of it, it was called label materials. So I thought it was going to be prime patches, so like a label, like a material, maybe some sponsorship patches. But no, it's just the relic. And you're getting about 6 of these a case, different players, of course.
Well, I'm sure there's prime versions of these.
They're
Primes.
gold.
Those ones are gold.
Gold foil. Like a 9.5 or a 10.
Okay, that's kind of ass backwards, but okay.
Imagine what this card would look like slabbed.
Well, without further ado, there you go.
You just
That's what it would look like slabbed, and that's my biggest problem with it. Is why put a grade on a card, and then it has the potential of getting a different grade. So I felt like that was lazy. I know we're not buying this product for that design. We're buying it for the encased rookie patch autos and all that other stuff. But I don't know what happened. Maybe the Pandy, took over the basketball department, and there was only a few guys to make decisions, and they rolled with this one, and they rolled with the slabbed. But I'm not a big fan of that. I do love the BGS patch autos, which is what you're going for.
I mean, to defend it a little bit, you're probably not going to grade those cards.
I like how Doug did a clone job.
No, that was
I flew to Beckett today. I came back. I just got back in.
You like that industry jargon right there? I got that from the industry summit right there. That was a clone. Way to go, Doug.
Cloned it.
Yeah,
it's fancy for Photoshop.
Oh.
Yeah. So I want to hear what you guys think about Encased Basketball. You see some of the Lukas over the years go for big bucks. Last year, obviously, with Luka, and the year before with Tatum and Mitchell. So it is one of those products. I wouldn't say it's the most sought after, but it gets up there. Where would you rank Encased Basketball amongst rookie card collectors?
If it's for me, it still hasn't cracked the top 10. Like we've talked about this before over the years, and this goes with football and basketball for Encased. It's not a product that's gonna blow your socks off. But like I said, the appeal is being able to get a graded top rookie in a, you want to get the 9.5s without having to send something in. So that's the main appeal of it, and in that sense, I get it why people like this product. But for me, from a design standpoint, it's probably like a top 15.
It's kind of like a NT in a sense as far as the white background, right? One of the elements that I think we failed to mention, and you don't see them too often, but we did pull one in case 1, is the inscription. So we pulled
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah, we pulled a number to 5 Terrence Davis, and it had hashtag We the North, which I thought that's if you're a Raptor fan, I mean, that's pretty awesome,
yeah,
right?
The Inscriptions
one of your favorite players.
This inscription is what sets it apart as well. But NT has that subset too, which is notable nicknames, which sometimes they don't always
write something
or
personalize, right?
So in Encased, especially football Encased, I think they direct these kids here. This is the inscription card. Write whatever you want. Go Tar Heels or whatever. So they really make it an emphasis because they have them. I'm pretty sure they have these. They usually will have these NFL rookie signees at the NFL rookie premiere. But so that's another set that I forgot to just mention that is interesting in Encased besides just the graded hits.
Do you view this as more of a football release, like a football SKU, or a basketball SKU?
I'm leaning football.
Football.
SKU. Yeah, because it started with football.
Yeah, I guess I can kind of look at it that way as well.
Would you put it up there with impeccable, or you think this is it's low impeccable?
I feel like it's up there. It could be up there with impeccable, but I'm so biased because I love impeccable, so I'm always gonna put impeccable above Encased.
Where do you name another product that you would throw in the same realm as Encased?
Football or basketball?
Basketball.
Basketball. Oh, okay. In that case, if you're talking about basketball, then yeah, because again, I actually love impeccable more for football than basketball as well. Even though I love basketball, impeccable as well. I feel like impeccable basketball in Encased is probably up there with each other in terms of.
I mean, I feel impeccable
products.
is one of those releases that I like it, but
It's not for everybody.
people move on from it really fast.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have a long shelf life. The RPAs don't go for as much as other sets.
And again, like it's like a very specific thing people are chasing, which is those
Numbers
metal
cards.
those metal
Yeah.
cards.
And the season, 3 seasons or whatever.
Yeah.
I think one thing, I kind of lost my train of thought there with this, but
that's good radio.
yeah, totally good radio. It'll come back around, but yeah, I mean, Encased is what I was going to mention compared to Impeccable. That's what it was. Is that Impeccable as a case break only has 15 hits?
Yeah, it's very little hits.
So this has 32. So when you're participating in group breaks, there's a little. I mean, even though a lot of people are going to get those single color relics for showing, but at least there's more cards to go around. So I think from putting my group break hat on, I tend to like Encased over Impeccable for that reason.
But Impeccable, you are going to get that case hit as well.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that metal card that we've seen what those do on the secondary market, especially if it's a marquee rookie or like a big vet or something like that.
Yep.
I mean, LeBron, those metal LeBron cards go insane. Curry ones go insane, and then obviously the rookie ones
the
do
top
well.
rookie ones. Mm-hmm.
But I'm just trying to think of a product that it's like, what can we basically compare Encased to as far, and it's hard to do because there's so many releases, and especially this year, it seems like there's even more releases than previous years.
Yes.
Well, you've got like an absolute, right?
Encased always feels like a mid-tier product
but
to me.
Encased is the price point compared to absolute is a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
That's why I said Impeccable. Even though
Noir?
even though Impeccable is just,
Noir?
No, I think
Noir has more hits.
Noir is, I feel like, higher end than Encased.
Yeah, it's kind of in a category by itself, right? I mean, Obsidian.
It's in terms of products, it's the closest to Impeccable. And what I was trying to say was that I always felt like Impeccable, if they just added one more box, it'd be like the perfect product. Bro.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't
like
know.
from a group breaking perspective and from like a consumer perspective, you're buying like a case break of it.
Yep.
That's a good point. You Kelp has a good point in the chat. If you put Encased and Impeccable together, you're pretty much getting NT.
Yeah.
Without the true RPA chase, which is basically the card that everybody's going to be looking for when it comes to rookies.
I'll say this: when I first laid my eyes on Impeccable football back in 2015, it was like I met my soulmate, bro. The design of Impeccable, especially like the artistic, like the canvas look of it. It's like a like people love Court. It's like a way higher. Obviously, it's a higher end Court Kings, but for football, Impeccable, when I first saw it, bro, it's like, I don't know, man. I've always loved that product, man. And it's different for me between Impeccable and NT. I could see you making the case of Encased being closer to NT. But there's nothing really in NT that's like Impeccable, bro. Like, if you really look at it.
Yeah,
there's nothing in Encased that really stands out except the fact that you're getting a
graded
slabbed
cards.
Graded
Exactly.
Card. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, it's a white background. You don't have like any crazy, like logo mans. Let's not give them any ideas. We don't need to have logo mans in Encased. It's fine. We can live without
laundry tag logo mans. You can do that.
You can do laundry tags. I mean, you don't have like the sponsorship like patches and stuff like that. It's really like card basic, design basic when you look at the rookie patch autos that are in Encased. It's a white card. Sometimes you might have some, couple breaks in a patch, couple different colors, but generally it's a single color relic with an on-card auto, sometimes with a little inscription. What I did notice in this release, it seems like the players did a lot of inscribing their number almost on every auto.
That's pretty cool.
Which is different. I don't know if that was something that was maybe spoken to the players during the photo shoot. Like, hey, when you're signing these, maybe just put your number or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I did notice that a lot more than previous years.
They do that. I know they do that for 100% fact with Encased football. Sorry. But so it makes sense to me that they're going to start trying to push that
I'm
on the
assuming these
basketball
probably
players.
couldn't have been signed at the premiere. These had to have been signed probably during COVID, I'm assuming, right? I mean, I don't think they have them ready.
Hard to say, though, because you got to figure, like, they got to get them graded, and they got to get them slabbed. How long would that...
They signed these last year.
How long could that possibly, like, take? I mean,
Yeah.
BGS,
Yeah, but
BGS is
but
like,
the
I don't care
photos
how
are
close you are.
The photos are from the rookie photo shoot. There's no way they would have them during that 3-day period. So it'd have to be during the season, but not at the rookie premiere, right?
Yeah, I mean, to make
Or
this
photo shoot, I should say.
this product,
They gotta wait a year for grading.
yeah, it probably takes the longest out of
This is why
any of their releases.
it got pushed back like
Yeah,
this product got
'cause they were
pushed back
waiting
like
for 'em all.
6-7 times.
because they have to wait for the. I mean, BGS is backlogged, and how many cards does Panini submit for Encased?
yeah.
And that's a good point, too. I think what Kelp brought up about the relics, I think we've all kind of grown, especially in this parallel era. These single-color relics to 99, I think, are losing more and more appeal to collectors as the years go by. I mean, for the right players, LeBron is still going to sell, but like like Klay Thompson or something, I mean, like it's not. I know they have to use them because they're getting the same logo mans from those jerseys, so they have to be used. But is there anything else we could do with these things?
Like, dude, like I'm not even gonna say that like people are losing more and more interest in single color relics. Since I've been back in this hobby, which was like 2013, I don't know anybody that's cared really much about a single color relic. So it's for me, it's even with more and more new people coming in, they learn very quickly. Like a single color relic, that's for like like that's you maybe like give that to your little brother, or what I'm saying, like
Right.
that's not really a PC type of card. So
I mean, it's literally a base card at this point. I mean, as
Come
far as what it's
on,
viewed.
like, yeah, but this is a fine line.
yeah,
I mean, it's part of.
I think they
it's
need
part
to
of
be.
the, it's
they
part
need
of
to
the
be in the product.
guarantee of the
Yeah.
box of the pack of the case. Like we can't do away with these because it's going to
you
be
can't.
less
You can't.
content.
Yeah.
You can't.
Just if you don't like them, then
Well, I
get
mean,
rid of
but
them.
let's
Send
just-
them to ComC. Like
yeah,
somebody
exactly.
somebody out there will want it. Like just because it's not a
Like for a kid, that's a big hit.
yeah,
dude.
because it's not a $10,000 card
Yeah.
doesn't mean it doesn't mean something to somebody.
right, exactly. And then it's like we were talking about the jersey part. It's like you need the logo man, but there's only like so many patches you can get off of a jersey.
My
bro.
issue is that you keep on saying that, and they're like, okay, cool. Like we'll just make a jersey with 300 logo mans on it.
Well, but here's the thing. Well,
then I'm gonna put it on, and then there's gonna be 300 logo mans. It's
Hey
gonna
man,
be
well,
like,
no, but Kelp is the bringer of knowledge at this point, and I think most collectors would agree with this statement. And I know it's weird that we're talking about it this way, but he says he'd rather have a 6 swatch from a player worn than a single color game worn.
Yeah.
So if you could literally make patch cards and throw everything else away at that point, right? Would that be okay? Is that okay with you? As a collector, comment below. Comment in the chat if you're watching live. Would you throw away all these single color game worns to have player worn, which means they just put on the jersey, and in most cases, I don't think they even put them on anymore, just so you would have a prime patch. But I think then that sense you would devalue the prime patches. You can't have number to 99 prime patches.
I don't understand, and it's been like this for a long time. There isn't a monetary distinction between event worn and game used.
There isn't.
And I think it actually might have to do with the fact that, like, who knows? Like, there is like only one subset without reading the back of the card. It's certified gamers, and I think it's out of Panini Certified Football, where because it's called certified gamers, it is game used. It's not game dated or anything like that, but it's game used, and a lot of times it's a single color relic. I think that's cool. But I don't know if the general collector is going to know the difference between
not at
that
all.
or an event used, because they literally, if it's the same team, it's the same exact relic.
Yep.
Right.
I prefer the single color relics that are game used, and I wish they.
So do I.
You know how expensive it is to acquire those game used jerseys.
Yep.
And the general hobbyist does not put any extra value on those.
Yeah, if I were to have single color relics in my collection, which I do have some, I would prefer to be game used, just knowing that the player wore this in a game, right? And also the other thing I was gonna say about a recent release that I absolutely love, Opulence, right? Which is normally like not everybody's favorite product. There's reasons why people love it, reasons why people hate it. Everything in Opulence was game used,
Okay.
even the single color relics, everything. I was looking on the back of all of them every time.
Even the
every
rookies?
hit. Not the rookies.
Okay.
Not rookies. Sorry, not rookies. But everything like vet,
USA, all the USA stuff was game used. Every single vet relic was game used.
And that's I think that is super cool.
That is super cool. Yeah.
But they don't sell for anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Unless
Topps
it's
is on the
Prime.
right path with the finding out what game it's worn in, because when you could put game worn, but it could be like Steph Curry sat out that game. You know what I mean? Like he didn't actually play, but he was in the jersey and that's in a sense that's the same as event worn, right? So